here's the basics, bottom line. This is what I call the mental master. You have a conscious mind, a subconscious mind, a body, and then all of these things working together are going to create your results. So what you need to understand right here is that this conscious mind is the part that is your thinking mind. It's where all of your intelligence is. It's just thoughts. It's kind of, I call it your library. Like the information comes in and it sits there and it hangs out in there. Well, now what happens is that when you add an emotion to that particular thought, whatever information's hanging out in here, whatever thought you have, good one, bad one, whatever, when you add an emotion, it comes down into your subconscious mind and basically becomes your program. Just like you're a computer, this is your program. This is what you're going to operate by. Once it gets in here, this is your, what I call your BS or your belief system, right? So this is your belief system. Whatever you believe, whatever you have added emotion to, whatever ideas you have added emotion to, whatever pictures you're painting in your conscious mind, that's the part you get to control and decide what goes in and what doesn't. Whatever comes in here is going to get a feeling added to it, and then that is going to be your program. And whatever your program is, whatever your belief system is, think about this as you're working with your people. They have a specific program and belief system, and that is where you're going to connect with them to get sustainable growth, okay? So it is right here in this belief system, the subconscious mind. Whatever happens in this program is going to come out in your body and in your actions, and then results. This is a very specific order. This is how it works for every person all the time. By design, your body works in this way. All right. Now, one of the things that you talk about a lot is vision. Your why and your vision. Those are actually two separate things. But the why is your purpose in life. Why are you here? What are you doing? Why do you do the things that you do? That is your guidepost. That is the thing that you circle around all the time. But let me tell you this little pretty picture right here. Okay, look. Up here in your conscious mind, you are creating what I call a future memory. You're painting a picture for your life. You're making all these thoughts come in. Whatever you're telling yourself, whatever you're allowing other people to tell you, that's creating a picture for you. And that picture is what you're seeing all the time. It's a future memory because it's the thing in your mind that hasn't actually manifested yet. It hasn't come out yet, but it is that picture, the script that you're writing for your life. It's happening all the time. These ideas are coming into you all the time from yourself and from other people. This is where your individuality lies, though. Nobody can paint the picture for you. This is your picture, right? Now, that's not to say that you can't have a very similar picture than somebody else, but this is your picture. It's your future memory. It's your individual thing. It's your power. This is the cool part about all of this. That is the picture that they get to make for themselves. That is the individual part. We cannot all be like each other. We are not on the same path. We are not approaching our path in the same way. What one person does is not going to be the way that another person operates. And that is totally, absolutely fine. Everybody works at a different pace. Everybody works from a different place. You're starting somewhere with a picture. And you have to keep in mind that there's a picture painted in everybody's mind and a belief system that is added to that picture. So if there is a picture of lack and limitation, and there's a belief that that is truth in their life, that is what's going to happen, right? So this is what we're doing here. This is what leadership is. Leadership is when that you can facilitate the change in the picture and help a person add the right belief system, the right feeling to the picture that will write a good program and achieve the action steps. This is what will propel them forward to action, is creating this belief system and move them into action. And then of course, when you move into action with the right feeling, you're going to get some results. If you try to do all the action, this is burnout. This is where you're going to land in burnout. This will wipe you out. This is when people get sick. But if you paint the right picture that you want, whatever that picture looks like to you, you need to look at that picture, you need to paint it, and then you add the belief, or if you're leading somebody, you need to help them paint the picture. You can't tell them. You have to ask a lot of questions and guide them to it, and then help them to add that belief to it. Those concepts were new for you. You've heard them over and over and over again. I'm gonna show you exactly what happened. But you started to feel and create a belief system, right? This is where you started to actually connect with your why. It's not some far off thing. All of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, that's it. I'm connecting with it. It's making sense. You are adding this feeling to the picture that you want. You're changing the picture. You're adding the amazing and wonderful feeling to it. And that is where sustainability is going to happen. When you recognize an individual picture, when you add the amazing feeling that connects you with your purpose, and then you will get sustainability, because everybody likes to feel amazing. Okay? Sustainability in your business, sustainability in your life, in your emotions, and a balance. We work on frequencies. Everything in this universe works on a vibrational frequency. Mindset is exactly the same, because we all work on vibrational frequency according to the design. You have to encourage and facilitate. You have to facilitate on an individual level, and you have to encourage and facilitate that thinking pattern that continues the vibration. This is what happens. The literal physical vibration is what is happening there. And when you get that level of vibration, that is what creates this enthusiasm. But if you just create an enthusiasm from buy-in to you and what you're doing, if you start telling them what to do, you might create a little bit of enthusiasm, but it will not be sustainable. You will get, I call it the Snicker bar syndrome. Like, you get a boost, right? You get that spike in energy, and then it will fall again. Working for a sustainable enthusiasm that is going to create a long-term effect of growth. A long-term effect of growth. And the way to do that is to recognize that everybody has their own picture, because they're supposed to, because they're individual parts to this grand whole. Everybody works and learns differently. They're going to have a belief system that's already assigned to that. So your job is going to be to come alongside them and to help them create a new belief system, maybe a new picture, and a new belief system toward that. And then pretty soon they are going to get the results that everybody's looking for. That's just one piece of this whole huge puzzle. It's a really important piece. The individual piece, the idea that not everybody is going to be working the same, at the same level, on the same pace, that will create more sustainability than if you try to get everybody on that same bandwagon and move them at a pace that is uncomfortable and unfamiliar with them. Because they will not be able to connect on the frequency that they need to be on. They have to vibrationally connect on that frequency. We all work in frequencies, and that is an amazing thing to know, because that gives you the tools to be able to lead in a extremely, extremely effective way. Lead with enthusiasm. That is a continual growth process, okay? Knowing that your people are amazing individuals. So